Chapter 4. The Green Light. His lips pressed against the back of my hand, and I belonged to him from that moment on. That kiss shot through every nerve, and I almost collapsed into his long, meaty arms when he smiled at me. Hi, sweetheart, I'm Logan. Between his aquamarine eyes burning through me and the sense of drowning, all I managed in return was a squeak. My pleasure. Like a lightning bolt, another round of heart-pounding breathlessness came over me, drawing my eyes to the other man approaching. A pair of light blue eyes called me to him, but Logan tugged me closer to stop me. Scoffing a laugh at his brother, the smaller one used the back of his hand to push him off me as he leaned in to kiss my cheek. Jacob, nice to meet you. Teddy kicked at the grass with his hands tucked into his pockets and cleared his throat. Guys, my sister. I took in every beautiful inch of the Norse god standing before me until the shock wore off, and I shook my head. So I finally meet the handsome devils you told me about. Logan had dark blonde hair cut close on the sides and long on top, but his eyebrows and beard were darker, though. What struck me the most about him was how he was eye-fucking me right in front of my brother, no less. Smaller than his brother enough to mention, Jacob had a kind face, always smiling with some naughty secret. Clicking his tongue, Teddy motioned behind him with his thumb. I think your parents are ready to eat now. From how Logan never took his attention off me as I pried my fingers from him, I was pretty sure I'd just found my weekend entertainment. Yeah, we're coming. Blowing through my lips when I turned away, I fanned my face and used the connection rebuilding in our mind to thank Teddy. They're amazing. Thanks for loaning them to me. Without a spoken word, he laid his hand on my far shoulder, leaning down to kiss the top of my head. Be nice. They're family now. Following Teddy onto the deck, I sat in a chair by Kathy, and Jacob's fingers slid across my shoulder. What are you drinking? Figuring there was no way in hell they had the good stuff here, I shrugged back at him. Red wine if you have it, thank you. Stopping to talk with his fathers, the master wolf stalked me, dodging around every soul who came between us. I don't believe in love at first sight, or at all, really, but I was ending up in this man's bed tonight, believe that. Everything about him made my body react. I couldn't look away from him until Jacob broke the trance. Here you are, darling. When I peeked up to take the glass, I found him staring down my shirt. Blushing just a little when I caught him, Jacob rubbed his thumb over my shoulder. Sorry about that. The whole arrangement was in jeopardy from the beginning, because Logan never accepted his brother's hand on my body. Jacob! The future alpha lifted his eyebrow when we both glanced in his direction. Despite being born only moments after his twin, Jacob had no choice but to obey when Logan motioned him over with his glare. I'll be right back. What does one say to a woman whose son you plan on banging? I swallowed my mouthful of wine and smiled at Kathy. Such handsome children, you must be so proud. Beaming from ear to ear with pride that made her glow, she hummed. Yes, they are, aren't they? Sliding her eyes back to me, she nodded. They've been looking forward to meeting you for a long time. As my mama did too, I think this woman sensed the devious in me, and a look of concern wrinkled her forehead. They're quite smitten. I hope you'll take care of them. I was getting a strange-ass vibe from all these people. I should mention I have a touch of psychic in me, and I'm reasonably sure Kathy just gave me the green light on both her sons. Weird, but who the hell am I to judge someone? Only planning on betting Logan. I shrugged and puffed my cheek at the idea of Jacob joining in. Sure, I'll try my best. She seemed pleased with my answer enough to smile when she blinked away, and I tapped her shoulder. So, between us girls, tell me how this whole thing works. I flicked my finger back and forth between her and her men. Do you all sleep together or take turns or what? Laughing at me, she uncurled all her fingers from her lap. It just depends, but I don't like to play favorites, so usually both. I have to admit, as a woman, I was damn proud of the setup she had for herself. Well done. Sex is more or less a handshake than a religious experience for my people, and I think my open-mindedness surprised her. It doesn't bother you? I'm sure if she had a clue what numbers were on my sexual scorecard, she wouldn't be so eager to have me hanging out with her sons. I'm more jealous that I'm not getting it regularly from two fine-ass men. You might be my new hero. Twisting her mouth back at me, she shrugged. Maybe you're about to get lucky. Snorting a laugh back at her, I wiggled my fingers at the boys when they turned around to find out what I was up to. I highly doubt that. I picked up my wine glass and jerked it at her. But I guess we'll find out soon, won't we? Thank you for listening. The next chapter is available on the channel. And if you enjoyed the story, subscribing, liking, leaving a review on Amazon helps more people find it.